Hello to all the creative friends out there. I'm Christie Troxell and I'm so excited to bring you a darling Valentine craft today using AdTech glue guns, glue sticks, and some very unconventional craft supplies that I'll bet you didn't know you could use with hot glue. I am delighted to introduce you to the new AdTech Synergy cordless glue gun. Gonna solve so many of my craft dilemmas. I'll also be using AdTech Premier glue sticks, as well as silicone molds and some really fun crafting elements that I cannot wait to show you. Although this is a Valentine project, the techniques I'm about to show you can be used all year round in a variety of different craft projects. So let's gather up the supplies and get started. We'll start with the AdTech Synergy Freedom Glue Gun. In the package, you get glue sticks, as well as a connector with 2 C connector ends, which is super convenient. You also get full instructions on how to charge and use the glue gun. To decorate our finished project, we'll use King Art paint pens, as well as Deco Art acrylic paints, and alcohol inks and metallic paints from Jacquard. Did you know that you can use silicone molds to mold hot glue into shapes? It's true, I got this one on Amazon in a fish shape. I also grabbed these adorable little tin cans with peel back lids and they're self-sealing. We'll be filling them with cute stuff for Valentine's Day. Let's see how we use a cordless glue gun. First, use the connector to attach it to the back of the gun, and then we'll attach it to a USB connector with a C adapter. Then just plug it in, and we'll see the red light turn on, which means it's charging. The green light means it's ready to go. It doesn't take long. So I've turned on the glue gun and you can see the blue light has turned on. This means the gun is switched to the on position and the battery has enough charge to operate the glue gun even if it's not fully charged. But of course it is. So we'll let this heat up and we'll get going. Another thing I really love about this glue gun is that when you depress the handle, there's a guide light that comes on to help you see where the glue is going, and it illuminates the project as you're working on it. What an amazing feature. The glue gun is sufficiently heated and we are ready to get started. So let's start directing the glue into the mold. I love the precision tip, which helps me get into these little corners, and we're just going to carefully fill the mold. I like to work around the edges first and make sure that I'm getting the entire shape. And again, that precision tip and the light are helping me get into all those little nooks and crannies to make sure that I have the mold completely filled with the hot glue. One of my favorite things about these AdTech Premier glue sticks is no strings. I've used a lot of hot glue in my time, and if you are like me, you will really appreciate the lack of strings on your finished projects. It is such an innovation. That went pretty well. Let's make another one. Again, it's really important to get the glue all the way into the corners of the mold to make sure you get a nice, smooth shape. That precision tip and that light are doing wonders for this project. I've made similar projects like this with resin before, but it's so time-consuming. Hot glue is such an easy answer for molding, and you can use it with any variety of molds. The finished shapes will stay flexible, so you can even wrap them around things. And of course, they attach easily with, you guessed it, more hot glue. Another advantage of using hot glue instead of resin to create molded shapes is that the finished project can be trimmed with craft scissors. So don't worry if you fill the mold just a little too much. You can trim off the excess and even smooth the edges by using the tip of the hot glue gun. I love that this is an inexpensive craft that basically only requires glue sticks and craft supplies you probably already have. Here's another tip. Once the glue is in the mold, you can flip it onto a silicone mat and press the edges of the mold to ensure that all of the glue gets all the way to the bottom of the mold. You'll get a beautiful, nice, smooth shape. Allow them to cool until they're set, and it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to demold. Look how easily they release from the mold. I didn't prepare it in any way beforehand, and it's a nice, smooth release. These are so much fun. Although I was pretty precise with getting the glue into the mold, I can see a couple of rough edges, but no worry at all. As I mentioned before, you can smooth that with the tip of the glue gun or use craft scissors to trim them. Ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! Here are my molded hot glue fish, and now we're ready to decorate. First, I'm using acrylic paint and a paintbrush just to coat the surface of the fish. I like to give these 2 coats. Did you know that hot glue takes acrylic paint so well? Using a detail brush, I'm just adding on some cute details. I want my fish to look like sardines, so I'm giving them little gills and eyes. And then I'll add more details with colors. Don't forget to add his cute little fins. Another way I love to decorate my hot glue creations is with acrylic paint pens. These allow a little more precision and detail. They work really well right over the surface of the acrylic paint that we used as a base, and I love how vibrant the colors stand out. Add lots of really unique designs. You can really get creative here and do anything you can think of. Let's look at one more technique for decorating these hot glue fish: alcohol inks and metallic paints. I used a dauber to apply the alcohol ink to the surface of the hot glue fish. The way that vibrant color stands out is probably my favorite of all the techniques. Layering the alcohol inks allows them to merge and spread into one another in amazing patterns. The metallic paints also adhere very well to hot glue, give a gorgeous shimmer. And of course, I went over it with the acrylic paint pen to get this cute effect. Let's bring it all together. Here's that can from the start, and I made a cute graphic that is exactly the size of the top and inside of the can. I also made some strips for the sides that coordinate. So we'll cut these out and fit them to the can. A little more hot glue is perfect for attaching all of these paper elements to decorate the can. And that precision tip comes in very handy for getting all of those little edges to stay down. Now just fill the can with your cute sardines that you made and little Valentine's Day elements. I added gems and paper flowers and paper hearts with cute messages on them. And of course, my little hand-painted hot glue fish. Now we just pop on the top, press down to seal the can, and it's ready for gift giving. Isn't this cute? I really hope you try this Valentine Day craft and use hot glue to make molds for all of your craft projects. Of course, for the best result, I highly recommend the AdTech Synergy Freedom Cordless Glue Gun and Premier Glue Sticks.